Hello, everybody, and welcome to the WildWeiler Weekly Wrap. As always, I am WildWeiler. I got super tired this week. That's why this vlog is a day late and a little undercooked, if I'm honest. But why am I so tired? Thanksgiving. That's why. But we'll get to that. First, I want to talk about Hot Frosty. Netflix. Love it. Hate it. They have the ability to make movies cheap and fast, like a late 90s Disney Channel or an early 2000s sci-fi channel. Netflix has decided to go head-to-head with Hallmark this year, though, and create some of the most unrealistic standards for a family get-together a holiday movie has ever seen. And boy, does Netflix start out strong with Hot Frosty. Now, when I heard about this budding rivalry between Hallmark and Netflix, I got excited. It's about time we got some new Christmas content. Out with the wholesome, in with the horny. Netflix had the chance to deliver us this holy grail of holiday cheer. Because what is a good Christmas movie without an old man shoveling coal or a whole bunch of leathered up reindeer stacked around your bed surrounding you? Well, unfortunately, Hot Frosty is nothing but a bunch of lies from Netflix. They're not going for a horny Christmas. They're doing something weird. No, Hot Frosty is not a movie about a shredded snowman getting his icicle absolutely filthy, spreading that holiday cheer. It's basically a sad girl retelling of the 1998 Jack Frost movie. Not, and I repeat, not the 1997 Jack Frost movie. Do not make the same mistake my oldest friend's mom did. I don't know why main character McGee is so sad in Hot Frosty. It could be due to the death of her husband that happens before the show even starts, and I would like to know, if your romance seems too good to be true, check that you're not in some sort of holiday movie before you get married, because you're gonna die before the movie even begins. It's worse than a horror movie. I mean, in a horror movie, you just have to say something to be the first person killed. In a Hallmark movie, you could die before you're even born. What's the true horror? Anyways, I don't understand why sad girl McGee is sad girling. Number one, she drives a late 70s Toyota Corolla. And by that I mean, I think 78, but I'm not really a vintage Corolla guy, so I am gonna wait for my guy to get back to me on that. But I will say this, and I will say this clearly. If your car is older than you are, and you keep it in the shape that she does, she has a community. She has a friend group. She's in a car group of some kind, and she can pull as much pole as she wants to. Trust me on that. I bought a car that's 40 years old, and I park it anywhere, and dudes are throwing themselves at my car. Like, it gets so much pull, it's basically like I'm driving through a parking lot like a 16-year-old crashing into things, because that's how much pull my car gets. Anyways, that's not the point here. Oh man, I am off the rails. I have lost myself, but that's fine. That's fine. Hot Frosty is weirdly chaste despite its name. There is an old lady who is channeling my energy in particular about Hot Frosty himself, and that's really it. The movie has this whole look but don't touch thing going on, which is weird given the energy it's putting out there, and that is what we have Hallmark Christmas movies for. I wanted something nasty this Christmas season. Not a movie that is basically showing us what would happen if Anna Kendrick melted Joel Osteen's frozen dead heart, because that's pretty much what this movie looks like. Hot Frosty is a movie. That's it. It's fun to watch if you're into Hallmark Christmas movies, or you have a friend who's into Hallmark Christmas movies. You can watch it with them, but it's not changing the formula up. I mean, it really truly is a retelling of Jack Frost, but with a sad girl who owns a diner and a really cool Toyota Corolla. So, that's that. I give Hot Frosty a 4 out of 10, a score some would consider small, but if he was really hot, he'd know how to use it. The other thing that happened to me last week was Thanksgiving, and boy do I mean happened to me. It fell on me like a sack of potatoes and a 15-pound bird. So many potatoes and birds. Anyways, I was in charge of said bird this year, and it went well. I did a pretty good job. It all came together. The bird came out of the oven at the perfect time. Boy, get yourself a probe thermometer. You know, one of those ones that you just stick in the bird, and then the wire comes out of the oven and sits there. Or if you're lucky enough, get an oven that has a probe built into it, because that's what I just lucked my way into in life. And boy, does that make the turkey really, really easy. You just set and go. It's ta-da. Anyways, that's what we did. We had a lot of people over. It was fun. I made turkey stock for the first time, so I'm going to need your recipes that use turkey stock, because I got some turkey stock that I need to burn through. So send me your sauces and soups, people. I need that right now. And it's not too late to get your sauces and soups recipe in for this year's WildWeiler Award of Excellence, because this is the last week for that, and that's my plug for that. Anyways, Thanksgiving is a holiday I traditionally really like. I like the feast holidays that don't carry the obligation of something else. I understand the problematic roots of Thanksgiving, just like I understand the increasing problematic problem that is the 4th of July these years. But those are my two generally favorite holidays, if only because they don't come with an added obligation. Halloween, you're obligated to be spooky. Christmas, you're obligated to give gifts. Easter has an amount of baggage on it that Delta Airlines doesn't allow it to travel anymore, and you have to take American. So, that's a whole thing. The point is we need more feast holidays, and if we could dislodge them from problematic roots, I would be appreciative of that. That's why I'm proposing no more polio day. Actually, no, I think it's still polio. No more smallpox day. Let's do no more smallpox day. I'm going to do some research, figure out when we declared smallpox dead, or when the last known case of it was, or whatever, and then we'll do a feast day on that. How's that? Let's celebrate a human achievement here, rather than, God, I don't even know what anymore. Anyways, that's my rant about Thanksgiving. That's enough about Thanksgiving. Let's move on. In my post-Thanksgiving crash, I did two things. First, I played more Stalker 2, which is great. It continues to be great. It's an amazing game. It does exactly what I want a number 2 game to do, which is they realized all the things they couldn't do in their first game, and they've implemented everything better, but everything is also weirdly the same, if that makes sense. Like, everything is just polished. It is like the Uncharted 2 of Stalker. Everything is just polished and better in every way. If it was good in Stalker, it's great in Stalker 2. If it was glitchy as hell in Stalker, it's only kind of glitchy in Stalker 2. So everything is better. But this isn't about Stalker 2. Because the other thing I did was I watched both seasons of Kleo. Oh my gosh. Okay, Kleo. Kleo is great. Kleo is a German language action comedy drama. I don't even know what spy thriller. It is fun. It is amazing. It is also on Netflix. I love it. It takes place in the late 80s, early 90s, centered around the fall of the Berlin Wall and German reunification. But that's just like the backdrop, because it's fundamentally about Kleo getting revenge on those who imprisoned her and framed her for treason and whatnot. And it's very, very good. It's really, it's good. It's good. The writing is skillfully done. Very skillfully done. It blends comedy, drama, tension, and violence in a way where none of those individual elements feels cheapened, which is really hard to do in the modern era, because if you have watched any like American produced stuff, anytime somebody pulls a gun in an American show, you don't care. Nobody's getting shot today. Not with a gun. Not without way more telegraphing. Kleo's not necessarily like that. So that's kind of cool. It's also just, I don't know, it's nice. As a weird aside, I think a lot of problems with modern TV is everybody on modern TV is a like 11 out of 10 supermodel anymore. And boy, I guess German television just, people are allowed to look regular. And I'm not saying that anybody in that looks particularly bad, but just they're regular people having regular stories. I mean, they're also like ex-Stasi agents, and it's the fall of the Berlin Wall, so I guess these are extraordinary times, but still, like, it's just nice. It's just nice to have a show casted by people who look closer to me and you than, not. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, I just feel like there's something weird about the way we cast shows anymore, and it damages us. And Kleo doesn't do that. As I said, Kleo is incredibly well written. It's incredibly well acted. The English dub is rough. It is really rough. I don't think they did a particularly good job on it. I would say that. I was originally going to give Kleo a 6 out of 10, but then I finished the second season, and they land that plane so smoothly that I'm going to give Kleo a 7 out of 10. That does it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. We have another Titanfall Tuesday episode coming up today, the day that came out. It's out. You can watch it right now. And that's it. I don't have anything else in the hopper. We are entering the end of the year, and I am just tired all the time because I have seasonal affective disorder. So yeah. Anyways, as always, thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.